Rule of thirds. What is it? Rule of thirds. Today we'll be talking about film composition and one rule that I want to highlight in composing your shots. And that rule, my friends, is the rule of thirds. The main thing you should be focusing on is your craft as an artist. And hopefully this rule can help you focus on your craft. Now, just like every rule in film, once you know it, you can break it. So let's learn what is exactly the rule of thirds. To keep it simple, the rule of thirds is if you take your image and you were to divide it entirely into 3 equal parts horizontally and 3 equal parts vertically, like a tic-tac-toe game, this is the grid for how to see the rule of thirds. Now the basics for this rule is you want to put your object of focus at one of the crosshairs of your dividing lines. Now the rule of thirds is not the only rule to help with this, but for beginners it's a good one to start from and learn. One of the best ways of perfecting your cinematography skills and applying the rule of thirds is by taking still pictures. Now whether that is portrait, landscape, or sport action photography, it doesn't matter. So there you have it, that is the rule of thirds. Now if you watch our videos, you will see the rule of thirds put into motion. Whenever you see a person, 90% of the time, they're on the left third or the right third. The same thing with horizons. You never want the horizon dead center in the frame. You want it usually on the bottom third or the top third. And I base that knowledge off of what I think is going to be the most interesting. If I have amazing clouds, I'll have the landscape or planet Earth on the bottom third, and then I'll have the clouds on the top third. So I'm always thinking about that kind of stuff. Now, with that being said though, with the rule of thirds, another thing to keep in mind, because right now I am dead center in the image, so I'm just breaking every rule I just told you. Now for interviews, it's usually a little different. A lot of times though you watch TV, you'll see them on this side of the camera or this side of the camera. We decided for art's sake I had to be dead center because it just keeps the focus right there. Now with that being said though, if you're interviewing someone, you always want them looking into frame. If I was in an interview, you would never want me looking this way. I'm still on the rule of thirds, but I'm not looking inwards towards the image because you want the audience looking inwards as well. So keep that in mind with the rule of thirds. That was a lot of information at once, but I wanted to get it all out there. So that is our tutorial on the rule of thirds. Let me know if you have any other questions on this. Something so important. Watch our videos. We're applying this on 99% of what we're creating. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Oh, I just hiccuped. Thanks so much for watching. Over and out.
Yeah. Wham, bam, super tramp. And I tipping up my hat while I boost the fans. And I hover up top. Can you feel the noise? All the girls